What's up with it? What's up with it? Just here to chat, man. This is my last, might be my last day in the hotel. I might need another day, so I don't know. I might need another day because my car might not be done tomorrow. Hopefully, it's the part's gonna come in tomorrow, so hopefully I can get my car tomorrow. But if not, it's gonna be Wednesday. Thank you for donations so far, man. But if you want to leave another donation, that'll help out a whole lot. That'll help out a whole lot, man. I was able to eat today. I got some chicken and some potatoes and some broccoli, and then I had a Subway sandwich. That's about it. But right now I'm trying to stay away from bad foods because bad foods like pizza, man, that shit drops my blood sugar low for real. You know, just trying to say what's up, see what you guys are doing. Just want to chat a little bit. You know, just seeing what you guys are doing, man. Just seeing what you guys are doing. I wish I had some intermission music or some shit like that. So the chat room could load up before I start talking. Something like Kevin Samuels. He got that music for like 15 minutes, so the chat room could load up, and then he'll start talking. Give you a chance to get there. You know, give you some time. I can't even sleep, man. You know what, man? This pandemic is far from over. We got another fucking we don't got another surge, but we have another. I don't know, man. Maybe I should go get vaccinated. I mean, vaccinated. I mean, I'm kind of scared to get vaccinated. I'm really afraid of the needles, man. Well, I'm not afraid of the needles. I'm afraid of what's gonna happen if they inject that shit inside of me. I don't know. I'm a diabetic, so I can't mess with it. I'm scared of it. You know, I'm scared of the vaccine that they got out there, man. I just don't know what's gonna do. What's it gonna do to my body? I don't know. It's like a question mark. Some people took that vaccine and they died like a week later. I don't want to die, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, shit. That vaccine, it don't seem like it's safe to take. I really don't know what the fuck am I gonna do. I don't know if I'm gonna get vaccinated. I really don't know. It's kind of stressful a little bit. Oh well, I don't know what to do, man. You know what? I'm just about to lose my fucking mind. I hate that this pandemic has fucking it really put a scar on America big time. Feel me? And then you got people around you that got it, that got the 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 corona. I don't know. I don't know what to do at this point, man. I don't know, man. Whatever. Man, I don't know, man. What y'all saying? Say something, man. You guys just chilling. You ain't gonna type in the chat room. Uh, oh my god. I need to talk to somebody, man. You know, so I said, fuck it. I'll get on here and talk to you guys. Like, this is what YouTube is for, to get it all out. What's up with it? What's up with it? What's up? What's up? What cream the great? The great? What's up, Mr. G? What's up with it? What's up with it? Thanks for the donation, man. I really appreciate the donations. Everything is starting to open back up, man. I really don't like it. You know. Yeah, I'm gonna try to set it up, man, where I could get more people and get a panel and shit like that, man. Open up a panel and hear some more voices and start collaborating with other YouTubers. But I gotta get on another channel, man, because this channel ain't it's not growing. So I gotta go to another channel. You know, I'm not feeling good at all, man. This is ridiculous, man. This is I can't keep on like dealing with this shit. Living here in America, man. Dealing with the American woman. I can't keep dealing with this shit my whole entire life, man. I can't keep dealing with it. I can't keep dealing with it, man. It's like a nightmare. America is like a fucking nightmare that you just cannot wake up from, man. It's like you living in a nightmare. Yeah, those are old school. I don't know people. I don't know if those subs are still. You know, I don't know if those subs are. I mean, those subs don't watch my channel, so I don't know who still sub, but those subs are not active at all on my channel. That was back in the MGTOW days when I used to do MGTOW channels or MGTOW videos. I mean, and I was active, and my channel was growing really fast at one point, and then I stopped. I used to be down with the MGTOW group, you know, going your own way, men going their own way. Back in 2013, that's how I started out, and I just left that group alone, man, because I just feel like some of the things I just didn't agree with. But nowadays, I'm about moving out of this country, man. That's what I'm about. This country has been nothing but a burden to me. You know what I mean? I ain't never been. I have been happy. I haven't been happy in over 10 years, man. Especially in the dating market today, man. As hard as it is to get pussy, it just I don't understand why it's so goddamn difficult just to get laid. But yes, I do understand. When there's too many men to compete with, you're gonna go years and years, or even at the least months, without sex. You're gonna have droughts because of your competition. I'm telling you, man, it's not really, you know, the dating market is never gonna change in the U.S. And some people say it's better in the middle states, like Chicago, Atlanta, or or Texas. They say Texas is better for dating, but that's gonna get fucked up too, man. Eventually, the whole entire states, it's not gonna look good. The thing is, man, I can get pussy outside the states so easily. It's when you come here, you have droughts. I used to, when I was in Brazil, I had no problem getting pussy at all. No problem getting laid. I come back here, a 3 month drought right away. I'm not lying. I had a 3 month drought when I came back to America. I went from beating pussy up in Brazil to coming back here having a drought. I should have never came back. I should have stayed my ass in Brazil. But I really think that I probably would have died in Brazil, man. As dangerous as it was there, Brazil is pretty dangerous though when you think about it. You know, yeah, I heard it was bad in Missouri too, man. I got a nephew that lives in Michigan. He was telling me the same thing that it's hard for him to keep a girlfriend long term. You know, because these females they got so many options and so much money that it's hard to keep a woman long term. You know, you know, it's not gonna get any better here in the U.S. and it's making me so depressed. You know what I mean? That it's been 4 years and I haven't been able to like lock down a girlfriend. It's that's insane. 4 years. I've been trying for 4 years to get a girlfriend, bruh. 4 years ago, I even looked better, okay, than I do now. I lost the weight. You know, I started losing. I started using, enhancements and stuff, and I still could not lock down a girlfriend. So it's time to like make some adjustments, man, and invest your money in things, and then head overseas. I don't care what it is, man. Whatever you're doing, find a way out of the matrix. It's got to be a way out of the matrix. Yeah, four years, Mr. G. I've been single for 4 years, and it's like a nightmare, bruh. Haven't been able to get a girlfriend at all. Not even one. Like, I had flings, I had sex, but I haven't been able to get any committed girlfriends or anything. I even went out on dates and stuff, hanging out with chicks, you know. But when it comes to like locking a bitch down, I've been unsuccessful. Now, I have been in flings, and the bitch had like pissed me off. You know what I'm saying? You know, they pissed me off, and we broke up that way. Like the chick with the retarded son. I told her that her son sucked. I call her fucking son a fucking ape because he was jumping up and down like a fucking ape while I was in the kitchen eating a slice of pizza. You know, so like I couldn't stay with her, man. She had way too much baggage, man. She had like 4 kids, one retarded. She had 3 other kids and shit. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't stay with her. There's no way in the world we was gonna be able to get along. There's certain things that I just could not put up with. You know what I'm saying? So it's been a battle. It's been a battle trying to keep a piece of coon around. I know I wouldn't have this trouble if I would be living outside the country. There, you definitely, I mean, if you were in Thailand, you would be definitely dating beautiful, hot women with nice bodies and stuff. Versus here, you can't get that. Why? Because your competition is too competitive for beautiful women. You know what I'm saying? Think about it, man. Every man want that. Every man want that beautiful woman, but you can't get it over here in the States because of the competitors that you're dealing with, man. You know, gotta travel, yeah. And we gotta travel, cause that's yep, exactly, Mr. G. You gotta travel, man, because um, you're just gonna keep on going through years and years of stress, years and years of frustration and anger when it comes to American females. You know, all that's left is the masculine ones, the fat ones, the single mom ones. That's all that's left for us out here, man. I don't want no single mother, man. How the fuck am I gonna start a legacy with a single mom though? You know, that's what I'm saying. You know, I don't care if it takes you 2 or 3 more years to get out of the matrix. You gotta get out of it. You gotta get out of the matrix. I don't care if it takes 2 or 3 more years. You gotta get out of it, man. The only way that you can be happy in life is you gotta leave the matrix. You know, somehow, some way, get your head on some butter. You see, the thing is, leaving the matrix is gonna be easy. Staying out of the matrix, that's the hard part. Like I said before, man, leaving the matrix, that's gonna be easy. Getting a passport, easy. Okay, traveling, visiting another country, that's gonna be easy. Now, staying in another country for the rest of your life, that's the hard part. Staying there. Either you got to get a job or you got to have retirement funds. You see what I'm saying? Either you got to get a job or you got to get retirement funds. You got to get something going on. You see what I'm saying? So that's going to be hard. That's going to be the hard part, staying out there. You know what I'm saying? Yep. America is full of entitled women. And a lot of entitled ones, they're not even beautiful. How you entitled and you a single mother of 2 or 3 kids? How are you entitled? Why should you be entitled? Most women out here, man, they're gonna stay single for the rest of their life. I just got online, man, and I haven't been on POF in a long time. And I got on POF just was today, and I saw a chick that I was about to date a while back. We didn't date, we didn't hook up because I don't know. I faked on her. Okay, she was below my looks level. You know, I had something else going on. I was seeing another chick. Went to go hang out with another chick. I think it was the Latin broad that I had met. Right. You know, I faked on her. A week later, she caught Corona. Okay, and I'm glad I faked on her because I probably would have caught Corona. But I just got online and I see that she's still single, man. You know, she's still single. She ain't got no boyfriend. She ain't got a man. She's still online looking for a man. And that was like more like a year ago. Damn, time is flying by quick. You're never gonna solve things with the American woman. She got too much power, too much freedom, too many options. It's time to move where females ain't got a whole lot of options. You move to Thailand, bruh. These females, they don't got a whole lot of options out there. You see what I'm saying? In Colombia, they don't have a whole lot of options. You see what I'm saying? In Thailand, they don't have a whole lot of options. Japan, they don't have a whole lot of options out there. You go to Japan as a black man, you're gonna have a field day, okay? You're gonna have a field day. You ain't gonna have no problem getting pussy. I'm talking about easy access. It's gonna be when you hit Japan up, okay? There's gonna be a lot of easy access to poon out there. Well, pussy is just gonna fall into your lap without you even trying. That's how fertile the fucking ground is out there for pussy, man. The pussy, the ground is nice and fertile for pussy out there in Japan, man. Same thing with Colombia and Brazil. This pussy just falls out of the sky without you even fucking making an effort to even try to go after it. You don't have to go after it. You don't have to chase it. It'll chase you. You know what I'm saying? Pussy would just chase you. You don't have to chase pussy in Thailand or um, in shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, pussy just falls out of the sky, man. If you're in Japan or in Thailand, they don't have a whole lot of options. They don't have a no, look, man. The reason why that a lot of them females don't have a whole lot of options because they only deal with their men, and most of the men out there are Thai or if you're in Japan, most of the men are Japan, or I mean Japanese. If you're in Colombia, most of the men are Colombian. Nobody's flocking to these fucking places to make it overly crowded with men. Everybody's flocking to America. That's the reason why there's a whole lot of men all in one area. There's too many men in America to compete with. Like all the immigrants coming over the border, that's making the fucking like the ratio fucked up between men and women. Let me tell you, bro. Like if all of a sudden, let me make a prime example. Or let me make an example real quick out of Thailand. Okay, for example, what if Thailand became number one? Okay, what if Thailand became number one in the world for the economy? It became super rich and super powerful, like the U.S. Right? They would have the same fucking problem that America's having with the women. All of a sudden, there's gonna be a whole lot of immigrants and people trying to sneak into Thailand. Thailand's gonna be overly populated with men after about 5 or 10 years, probably earlier than that. You see what I'm saying? But since Thailand is a second world country, you know what I'm saying? There's not too many motherfuckers trying to flock to there. So guess what? The ratio between man and woman is gonna be good. It's gonna be a good ratio there. Cause no, like I said, nobody's trying to sneak into Thailand. You know what I mean? Nobody. Everybody's trying to sneak to America though. Everybody's trying to come here though. You see what I'm saying? So that makes the fucking like population go up. Let me tell you, the population between man and female about 15 years ago here in the U.S. is not as like it's not as crowded as it is now. Like there's too many men. San Jose was never like back in like 15 years ago, 20 years ago. San Jose was not called Man Jose. You see what I'm saying? So that's the problem. That's the problem. The immigration problem that we have here in America. You know what I'm saying? The leaders sold us out for a pretty penny, man. We have to move. We can't stay here for forever, man. You know, somebody hit the Cash App, man. You know, support this channel, support this message. You can't stay here, man. You're just gonna be one unhappy motherfucker, man, if you're gonna live here for the rest of your life, man. We gotta go to where the ground is fertile. Like I said before, man, going to another country is one thing, but actually living there is gonna be hard. I say, man, become an English teacher or something. That's one of the ways you can stay in Thailand or in Japan. You see what I'm saying? Becoming an English teacher. You know, you see what I'm saying? So you're gonna have to go abroad, man, and live out there in a different country. Then you got to learn how to speak Thai, or you got to learn how to speak, Japan. And it's kind of hard, man, because you're set in your ways as an older man. You try to move to another country, and you're a guy in his 40s. It's gonna be hard to learn the language. When you're young, it's easy to pick up on things, or it's easier because you're not set in your ways. It was a lot easier. It was a lot easier for me to pick up on Portuguese when I was young. When I was living in Brazil, it was a lot easy for me to learn the language because I was 20, 21 years old. So I learned the language pretty fast when I was in Brazil. You know what I mean? I made a grave mistake by staying here. Coming back here. I made a grave mistake by coming back to America when I had, like a teacher job out there teaching English. You know, I could have made a living out there, and I could have stayed in Brazil for maybe about 5 to 10 years. And then came back here just to visit. But I probably just would have probably would have went back to Brazil, man. But I didn't know that technology was going to get advanced. I didn't think that there was going to be an over fluctuation of men here in the U.S. And that's the real problem. See, a lot of guys, they overlook the over fluctuation of men coming into the country, and that has something to do with the immigration. Like I said, if you take if you threw away like about 10 million immigrants out of California, it'll be a lot better. You see what I'm saying? Matter of fact, take about 20 million. If you take 20 million of, or even just like eliminate most of the illegal immigrants here in the US, you know, the ratio between man and woman would get better. It would be. It would get better. But since out here the men outnumber the women, so of course, yeah, you're gonna have droughts. You're gonna have long periods without sex because when one woman becomes single, there's another guy knocking at her door, and he probably been knocking at her door. You know, he probably been knocking at her door. So the it look came and talk. The U.S. is overly populated with men. They say there's an equal amount of women and an equal amount of men here in the U.S. We're all equal. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Somebody said that it should be like that. I was like, no, it's not. When there's just as many men, that's too many. That's too many. A good ratio is 20 or 30 women to one man. That's a good ratio. It's supposed to be 20 to 30. You see what I'm saying? Like if they just started loading like maybe 100 million more women into the US, things would get a lot better in dating. It would. Let's add another 50 million, maybe 150 million women loaded up into the US, and they were all beautiful. They were all like seven, eight, nines, and tens. Things would get better, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, master teacher is right, man. You know, but you know, but since you know they're not gonna never do that. You know what I mean? They're not gonna fucking have 100 million women come into the country. You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna never happen. So pretty much the U.S. when it comes to dating and getting pussy, just in general getting pussy, overall getting pussy, it's not gonna get any better. It's gonna get worse and worse. There's gonna be too many men coming into the country. Like I said before, if you look at some of these caravans coming from Mexico or coming from you know coming from different countries like Venezuela, look at that caravan. Look at all those men. Look at all those men. God damn, that's a lot of men. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of men that's in that caravan. So you're gonna have to compete with those men when they come over here. And in the U.S., they let them in. So that's not good for you. That's not good for you at all. So when you got the most powerful nation in the world just welcoming immigrants with all arms, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, it's too. Yep, exactly, dude. You know, no, it hasn't been. Let me tell you, Swole. It has never been 50-50, bro. You go back 20 years, there was way more women at one point in the U.S. than it was men. But has that number has gotten it has surpassed that number already. The fucking number, the fucking the number of men in the country. You see what I'm saying? Has went up throughout the years. You know what I'm saying? It's not just the men that are born every single day. It's also the immigrants. I'm not blaming it all on the immigrants, but that has something to do with the over fluctuation of men coming in. Not just men. Just not immigrants coming from like I'm not just talking about immigrants coming from Mexico or Latin America. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about there's even immigrants from Africa. There's immigrants from from Asia. Okay, that's not good for you know the ratio between men and women. That's not good when you got a bunch of immigrants. I told you, Thailand don't have that immigrant problem, bro. This is the reason why the ratio stays, good. In Thailand, there's like 30 women for like one man out there in Thailand. You know what I'm saying? There's like 30, you know, you know what I'm saying? There's like 30 women to one man in Thailand. There's plenty of women in like in Colombia. There's plenty. I mean, there's way more than plenty of women in Brazil. Okay, Brazil got way more women than there is men. That's how it's supposed to be. Cause guess what? Nobody's flocking to Brazil. Nobody's sneaking to live in Brazil. They're only doing that here in America. Like I told you, man, things would get a lot better if you just got rid of the illegals. You get rid of the illegals, you see what I'm saying? From wherever they are, okay? The ratio between man and woman will get better. You see what I'm saying? A lot of women are turning lesbians. Yep, that too. But it's the lesbos is gonna always be lesbos. But the over fluctuation of men is the main problem. And social media. I mean, social media had a big fucking like. I mean, that has something to do with the ratio being fucked up too, where women was able to reach out to like the top 20% of dudes. Yeah, that has something to do with it too. So it's a mixture of things all combined together. It's not just the illegals, you know what I'm saying? It's not just them. It's a combination of the um, the number of men in the country. That's too much. The technology today, the way technology is, okay, and then the lesbianism. That's putting a hurt on the fucking dating market too. You see what I'm saying? So it's not gonna get any better, man. You just gotta fly the coop and figure out how to get out. Somebody hit the Cash App and help me out here, man. Right now, I need you guys to hit the Cash App or the PayPal. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, man, instead of just crying about it and just complaining, we just gotta make sure we start taking steps to move into a different country. I don't care what you're doing, either lotto or crypto or whatever you're trying to do, man, to get the money. I say, get enough money where you don't have to come back to America or figure a way out, figure a way to like get a job down there, to stay down there so you can support yourself right down there. You see what I'm saying? Because the Matrix is not gonna get any better here, man. Let's just get real. It's gonna get worse and worse. There's hundreds of thousands of immigrants coming into the country illegally every single year. It just makes it worse. It's getting too crowded. There's too many, like you said, there's too many niggas out here, man. Too many niggas. You know, you know what? I put all this shit in my head together. I started thinking like, damn, why is it so hard to get a woman? Why? Because there's too many men to compete with. That's the number one reason why that it's hard for you to get intimacy or get like a female because there's too many men. That's the number one reason. Number two, lesbianism. Okay. You know, so Number three, technology, man. With that combination, man, you gonna have long droughts without pussy, bro. It's gonna be hard for you to get pussy. You know what? And you know what? The fat women are getting, um, the fat women are getting. Damn, man, this bitch, man. I swear to God, bro. I gotta move over here and talk. The fat are getting big headed, man, because you know the higher ups, the guys who are, you know, making money and shit like that, they're coming down the food chain too. You know, yet the land whales got a big head because they got an inflated ego because of the men. The men they're getting desperate, so they start reaching out to land whales. When there's a lack of pussy, men will start off. They will start to eat off other men's plates. You see what I'm saying? When motherfuckers are desperate for pussy, they're gonna fuck land whales. Don't get me wrong, bruh. If you desperate enough, you ain't had no pussy in 6 months, you gonna fuck a land whale. You gonna find something sexy about her. You know what I'm saying? You find a land whale. Somebody hit the cash app, man, please. Gotta keep the lights on, man. Gotta keep the lights on. Gotta keep this channel going. Hit the cash app, hit the PayPal. So start taking little baby steps to get your fucking passport, or taking baby steps to like get some get some papers, some credentials, or start to get some certifications to teach English and stuff. Just start getting ready, man. Cause it's not going to get any better in America. You can wait next 5 years, man. It's gonna get worse. Why? Because more and more men are gonna come into the country, bruh. And it's not. Look, dude, I can see that it's gonna be like 50 to one woman in this country in the next 5 to 10 years. It's gonna be 50 men to one woman. The number one problem is just there's too many men, okay, to compete with. There's too many men, too many fucking dicks to compete with. It's not like that in Brazil. Like I said before, nobody's flocking to Brazil to try to start coming and make a new life. Everybody want to flock to America. They want to come to America to make a new life. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to come to America to get a new life. So motherfuckers is sneaking over the border. Motherfuckers is sneaking everywhere. Every motherfuckers is overstaying their visa. Okay, people. That's one of the reasons why we can't get no pussy, man. Because motherfuckers is overstaying their visa, overstaying, here in America. And then when you talk about, hey man, you need to really, what I'm saying? You maybe need to go back to your country, man, because there's too many dicks around here. We don't need to compete with you around here, man. And then they get upset when you say something like that. But dude, we don't need hello people over here though in America. We got too many men. I mean, specifically men. We don't need more men into the country. And that's why motherfuckers are having problems. You know what I'm saying? It's in it's in the description box. Swole. Just check the description box. My donation PayPal is in the description box. You know, you know, but it's getting to a point where more men, more and more men are coming into the country, and it's making it hard to get pussy. Like we're not supposed to be living like this all around each other. You see what I'm saying? As a gumbo pot. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to be living, amongst your own people. We're not supposed to be living with other groups of people. That's not natural. See, America is so in love with the money that they'll invite anybody just into the country, and that's not good for the men. You see what I'm saying? You know, like dude, there's too many dicks to fucking compete with, man. This is one of the reasons why a lot of guys are not getting laid. A lot of guys are being pushed out of the date market because there's not enough women to go around. I remember in the '90s, there was plenty of women to go around. In the early 2000s, there was plenty of women to go around, man. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have no problem getting a woman in the early 2000s or the mid 2000s, like 2005, 2006, dude. There was plenty of women to go around. I used to go to bars, and the women used to out like number the men like by a long shot. It was like 10 women in there per man in bars and clubs. It's not like that no more. You go into a bar now, there's way more men up in there than women. Okay, you go to a club, there's gonna be way more men than women out there. See what I'm saying? So that's the main reason why a lot of guys should get their passports and fly the country. Mainly black men, man, because you know it's not gonna get any better. You can wish that it would get better, but it's not gonna get any better. Somebody hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal, support this channel, please. You know, and I'm going crazy living in America, man. I don't like this country, bro. I just got discriminated against over there at this hotel I was gonna rent yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And then you got women around here covering themselves up and shit when you look at them. Cause Kelcat, I ain't had no pussy in a while, so when I see some titties and some ass, I'ma stare, I'ma look. You got females, they covering themselves up. Ooh, he looking at me. I'm like, bitch, you shouldn't be out here, with a big ass cleavage and with your ass sticking out. Then I won't be fucking looking. Yeah, the gym is all men now. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Everything is all men, 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 and it's the fucking American dream that's attracting all these men from all over the countries. Like motherfuckers from China are coming over here, man. The immigration laws here fucking suck. See, the U.S. they want that cheap labor, man, and they'll sell you out to get that fucking cheap labor. Like I said, man, like I said before, just remove all of the immigrants out of the country. You will see how many women there is per man. You know what I'm saying? Right away. Right away. Remove all the immigrants out of the country, bruh. But they're not gonna do that. They want that cheap labor. They want them to be working at McDonald's and shit. And it's not, the immigrants are not good for black people either, man. For black men. We gotta compete with them. You know what I'm saying? So the way this gumbo pot is stirred up, it's not good. So you have to move to another country where the competition is not so fierce. Because in the U.S., the competition for pussy is fierce. It is fierce. You know what I'm saying? The competition is fierce. Somebody hit the Cash App, man. Hit the PayPal. Somebody give me a donation, man. Help me out, bro. You know, you go to Thailand, the competition for pussy is not fierce at all, bro. Matter of fact, women are not being touched. There's a lot of females in Thailand that are not being touched because they're being outshined by the slim, feminine, and attractive females that's living in the country. Okay, like I said before, let Thailand all of a sudden become number one in the world with the economy and with the military might and all that stuff. Let like Thailand become number one. Watch that fucking country get over fluctuated with men. All of a sudden, it will become like the U.S. Okay, the U.S. is same thing. You know, they're not doing anything about the immigrants here, man. They're just letting the immigrants stay here. See what I'm saying? So you got to compete. You got to compete with them, man. Hit the Cash app and hit the PayPal account, man. I appreciate the donations you guys sent and stuff like that. But right now, I'm just trying to eat. I'm gonna need food for the next like 3 days, and to get me, to my car and shit, and make sure I fucking got enough gas and food so I can do my deliveries. So that's why I'm asking for donations right now, a lot more than usual when I do these live streams. But I have figured it out all in my head, man. It took me a while. I wish I would have figured this out like a long time ago. I wish I would have figured it out like 10 years ago. I would have left. But I couldn't figure it out why I was having problems getting a woman, why it was harder, getting harder and harder. I thought it was because I was getting old, but it wasn't that. There was not that many women to go around, especially over there where I used to live. Dude, there was hardly no women no more. Back in 2000 and fucking 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, bruh, those are fucking golden years, man. I mean, you would go to like a bar and it will be filled with women. We talking about filled, okay? They would outnumber us. They would outnumber us 20 to 1 and shit. There would be 20 fucking girls to one man up in there. No lie. I'm not lying. You know what I'm saying? I'm not lying. Especially at the Glass Cat where I used to work at back in 2005. You see what I'm saying? Back in 2005, life was good. I mean, blood. You got laid at the drop of a fucking hat or a drop of a dime. You got laid. Okay? You got laid. You feel me? You got laid. But now, it's not like that no more, man. Too many men to compete with. Uh, Technology had a hand in it. You can't leave technology out of it. Technology had a hand in the destruction of America's dating. Okay? It had a hand in it. That was like basically the icing on the cake. It wasn't the whole entire cake, okay? Because uh, they got they also got technology in other countries and stuff like Brazil and then you know Colombia, Thailand. They still got technology there, okay? But they still have a really good dating system there. They still got plenty of women to go around. So it's not 100% technology's fault. Dating is the way it is here in America. It's the abundance of Chads and Tyrones and Chad lights that you got to compete with. Not only that, but you got to also compete with men with money. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like there's tons and hundreds and thousands of fucking rich men here in the U.S., here in California. Okay, there's tons of them that you got to compete with. You go to Thailand, there's not that many rich men to fucking compete with out there. You feel me? Thailand is it's like an island, bruh. It's surrounded by water and shit. Okay, so the women there they don't have a whole lot of options because a lot of the men there are like lady boys. You see what I'm saying? A lot of the men there are like gay. You see what I'm saying? Or bisexual. Same thing. Lady boys, bisexual, same thing. Or not bisexual. Transsexual. Sorry about that. You know, most of the fucking like men there, or a lot of the men there are trisexual, transsexual, or tranny. Let's put it this way: a lot of the men there are trannies. Okay, so the women there they don't have a whole lot of options. Okay, on that island. So when you walk around that motherfucker, you're gonna have a easy time getting sex. I'm not lying. I'm not kidding. Like pussy would just fall into your lap, like just like that, with the snap of a fingers. You see what I'm saying? Anyway, man, hit the Cash App on the way out. I gotta end this video because my phone is the battery's getting low and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta, you know, charge it up on the phone. You know, charge his phone up. Yeah, I'm afraid so, Mr. G. This is the reason why dudes gotta pack up their fucking shit and leave, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm afraid so. I'm gonna charge it up right there. You know, you're gonna have to leave the country, man, and make sure you fucking, pick what country you want to live in. You know, if you are still here in the next, like, I don't know, you know, if you're still here in the next 5 to 10 years, you pretty much is not gonna, you're not gonna leave. Cause I won't be here in the next 5 to 10 years. I just won't be here. You know what, man? I don't know what's gonna happen to the U.S. China probably might be, might be owning this place. Okay, China's gonna own this place. China in the next 5 years is gonna surpass the U.S. The U.S. is not gonna be number one forever. They're not gonna be dominant forever. So might as well pack your bags and leave. You see what I'm saying? Let me tell you, if you go to these countries, you won't end up old and alone. Let's put it that way. You're gonna always have something to fuck, man. Anyway, hit the cash out, people. Come on, man. I know you guys got a little bit of something, man. Hit the cash out, bro. Come on, man. Yeah, or hit the PayPal account. I appreciate the donations, man. I appreciate everything you guys have donated, you know, so far. But right now, man, I'm trying to get some food. I'm trying to get a healthy meal for tomorrow, man. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Buy me a healthy meal for tomorrow, and we We can do this. All right. So I gotta end this video, man. I gotta charge this phone up. It's getting low and shit. It was good to talk, about the state of America and the state of American women. You know what I'm saying? And what's gonna happen in the future and shit like that. I know what. Let's put it this way: the dating world in America is not gonna get any better. Let's put it that way. Dating in America is going to keep getting worse and worse and worse because of the leadership. Throughout the years, it has gotten worse. Dating in America has gotten worse. It hasn't gotten better. You see what I'm saying? It's going to keep on getting worse and worse because the leaders are ignoring the problems, okay, that we face, a lot of men face. They don't care about men anymore in this country. They don't value men anymore in this country. Hit the Cash App, man. Hit the PayPal account, hit the Cash App. They don't value men in this country anymore. That's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. They don't value you. That's why they look at you with disgust nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Because women now, they got their own fucking jobs. They got their own money. There's abundance and tons and tons of fucking goddamn Chads and Tyrones. Okay. You see what I'm saying? So it's going to keep on getting worse and worse. They're going to keep on loading more immigrants into the country. There's going to be a lot more fucking men to compete with. The male population is going to keep on growing and growing and growing and growing throughout the years, and it's not going to get any better. So you're going to have to save yourself, black men, okay? You're going to have to, what they call it, SOYS or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Save yourself, SYS, BM. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not gonna get any better. It's gonna keep. I mean, it's gonna keep getting worse and worse. You know, the sympatry. Let me tell you, the sympatry didn't start until there was a pussy shortage. When it was getting when it was getting too many men, getting to be too many men in the country, bro. You know what I'm saying? When it was getting to be too many men crowding up the country. You see what I'm saying? The simping and stuff like that, that came when social media showed up. Okay, before social media, there was no simping, bro. I mean, there was some Captain Saber hoes. You know what I'm saying? There was some Captain Saber hoes or whatever back in the day, but there was not a whole lot of them though. It was like a few here and there. As technology kept getting more advanced and Tinder and Bumble, social media showed up, more immigrants were getting pushed into the country. Okay, the simping started because men were so desperate for women's attention that they would degrade their own self just to get the woman's attention because the guy was so lonely. You know what I mean? The men would start becoming lonely. They start getting desperate, so they start simping. They started pedal. Look, I can't even say. I can't even talk. I can't even talk. They started pedalizing women. Okay, because when you are desperate, you're gonna fall back and you're gonna simp. Okay, simping is from desperation. When there's not a whole lot of women to go around. That's why you got a abundance of simps here in America versus going to Thailand. Yeah, there is some simping there, but it's not as bad as it is in the West. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, they got simping in Colombia, but it's not as bad in the U.S. Matter of fact, if you go there simping, the locals will get mad at you. I told you about the brother that went to Colombia and he started throwing his money at females in the club that he didn't even know. And one of the locals that lived there got pissed off and wanted to fight him because he was there simping. He was there throwing money at women that he didn't even know. He basically was breaking the codes in the streets, okay? You don't do that. You don't throw money at women you don't know in the club. So he saw that this guy was breaking rules. He probably didn't like the fact that he was just throwing around money with their presidents or their leadership printed on it and shit like that. And you're just gonna throw it at somebody. They probably didn't like the fact that that happened and the fact that he was simping. You see what I'm saying? Hit the Cash App, man. Hit the Cash App. Hit the PayPal account, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the simping comes from, bro. The simping comes from desperation for pussy. You know what I'm saying? Just like replicant fish said. Remember he was doing that little skit, that little cartoon skit, and he was talking about, simp, simp, desperation for pussy. You know what I'm saying? Because of the desperation, it makes men want to devalue themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because they're so desperate because they're not getting any dates, they're not getting any fucking goddamn pussy. They're not getting nothing. They're not even getting attention from American females. They're not even getting attention. Okay? So now the women have closed off all doors to like average men and below because they got so many high caliber simps coming after them that they don't have to deal with the average man anymore. So now the above average men, they're dating and having a better sex life than the average man nowadays because the 50%, the 80-20% rule is in full effect because they can. You see what I'm saying? Because I told you the abundance of men in the country, you cannot compete with that many men. Okay, okay? You cannot compete with that many, especially you got tons and tons of dudes online with good jobs, making a whole lot of money. Um, not only online, but in real life too. You see what I'm saying? In your city, in your neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Around your fucking neighborhood and shit. You see what I'm saying? So when you got that amount of competition, you're not gonna win most of the times. You're gonna be having droughts, long droughts and shit. Okay, that's not healthy for any man. For you to go without sex for like 2 or 3 years. You know, we got niggas on YouTube they ain't had sex in like 3 years. That's not healthy. That's not a healthy way to live. But if you move to these countries, bro, you won't have no sex drought. That guy Calvin, uh, he got a channel called Sunshine Shoulders. Okay, the guy's 57 years old. He moved to Thailand and automatically, I mean, he moved to not Thailand, but he moved to the Philippines and automatically he got a girlfriend and a good sex life automatically. And the guy's like in his 50s. Okay, he got tired and he got tired of the rat race and he moved to the Philippines and now he's having a good sex life. You see what I'm saying? So there's your proof right there, man. You see what I'm saying? There's your proof right there that this country is not gonna get any better. This guy, a 57-year-old black dude who moved away from the U.S. Okay, he moved away from the U.S. and now he's having uh, a more fulfilling life, a better life in the Philippines than he was in the U.S. You see what I'm saying? He's having a better life, a more fulfilling life. He's not just having a good sex life, but he's also having a little bit of peace of mind. He's getting treated better in the Philippines than he would get treated here in America being black. Okay? We all know in America, man, they treat us like crap. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why a lot of Negroes have packed their bags and they have left the country. There's tons and tons of dudes, black men, who have fucking left the country and they're having a ball and having a good sex life, in these foreign countries. And that's what you're trying to do. That's what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So pack your bags, you know, get your passport and shit, man. Once you get that money, adios. Adios amigo. You know what I'm saying? You know, anyway, man, I gotta get up out of here. Hit the Cash App on your way out. Please, support this channel, support this message, and I gotta go. You guys have a good day. Subscribe, like, comment, donate. I'm out. Peace out. Take care.